"365 days ago, I stood in this very same location on the north side of the Capitol and asked the governor for an executive order to make COVID-19 a presumptive disease for all first responders in Texas. It's been a year to date, March 24th, and we're standing here today and no action has been taken. We're still hopeful that the bills have been filed, have been many bills filed on presumptive. There are 96 officers dead because of this non-action. Their families have not all received the death benefit that's due them. And so we're hopeful today that something will change here very quickly and we'll have a hearing.
My name is Michelle Brown. My husband was investigator Mark Brown. This is a picture of him. He was a 23-year law enforcement officer. The last 3 years he spent with the Harris County Constable's Office in Precinct 5 under Ted Heap. Last May, he contracted COVID-19 and ultimately succumbed from his illness on July 25th, 2020, after 59 days in the ICU. I filed a claim with his workers' compensation insurance company, and unfortunately, they have denied his claim.
My name is Rachel Lehman Vega. I am the widow of Linn County Sheriff Abraham Vega. He was the Linn County Sheriff. He was in the law enforcement for over 30 years. He contracted COVID-19 while in the job as sheriff. He was diagnosed on June 20th. He was in the hospital the next week and was put on a respirator. He was in the hospital for 3 weeks and then died on July 11th, 2020. The family has been denied benefits shortly thereafter, and we've been fighting to get those benefits ever since.
It's heartbreaking that almost a year later, not only am I left without my husband and our 4 kids are left without their dad, but we still have to face this uphill battle to get the benefits that he worked for so long. It's heartbreaking, and it's so unfortunate and very disappointing.
And it is important for us to get a bill passed to get these benefits for not only our family, but for other families.
So this is why we need this presumptive bill passed, not only for my family, but for the other 95, 96 families that are affected by the same thing that we're affected through.
Their names are not engraved on the wall that I'm facing here on the Capitol grounds, and their families are still fighting to prove up the presumption that could have been declared by the governor of Texas. So we're going to try to do that statutorily, and we're going to need your help. So please let your local legislator know that we're standing here today a year later. There are families that are hurting, there are families that are having to prove up that their loved one caught COVID-19 and died in the line of duty. We want you to stay with us in this fight. It's very important because it's not over, and we're right at the critical juncture when your phone call or your email to your legislator is what could make the difference. We're going to have a hearing on these bills really soon, or they're not going to have a chance with a crowded calendar and all the focus on other issues in this legislative cycle.